you been told not to worry about your little ones tiptoe walking because they will grow out of it? Hi there, it's Neesha from My Favourite Physio. In today's video, I'm jumping in to share with you 3 reasons why it is not a good idea to wait and watch and hope for your little one to stop tiptoe walking. So here at My Favourite Physio, we see lots of little ones, toddlers and school-age children who are often presenting with tiptoe walking. When we take their history, their parents would often say, we've noticed that they were on their toes the moment they started walking at 12 to 18 months old. But we were told by family doctors and pediatricians and well-meaning family to not worry about it because their little one will grow out of it. However, fast forward, these little ones are 2 years old, 3 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, 13 years old, and they're still on their toes. And that is when it becomes a bigger issue and parents come in with their child hoping to correct that tiptoe walking. So I thought I would jump in and share with you 3 main reasons why it's a bad idea to leave it so late and so long before you do something about your little one's tiptoe walking. So the first thing is, when you look at a child's foot bones, all these tiny little bones and all the longer bones in their toes, they don't ossify, meaning they don't become solid and hard until they're 5 to 7 years old. So under 5 years old, our bones haven't ossified, they're soft. And so if your child is walking on their toes at 12 months old or 18 months old, they start to deform all those bones, particularly those midfoot bones there. So they become out of shape because your child's always on their toes. They start to bulge upwards, they start to arch down that way, and the toes get deformed. And after 5 years old, when the bones have remained in that position every time they walk, it becomes ossified and they stay deformed that way, and we can't change it anymore. So it's better to get on top of it and stop these bones while they're soft from deforming into different shapes which they shouldn't be because of the posture of toe walking consistently, putting pressures in the wrong areas. Number 2, if your child is on their toes, tiptoe walking, it affects their balance and coordination. So yes, they may be running in the soccer field. Yes, they could play basketball, but imagine jumping on your toes all the time when you try to shoot a basket. Over time, that really affects their balance and coordination. And you'll often find that your child is the one that falls over on their face far more often than others who are running with their feet down flat and jumping and landing flat. So it's not a good idea to wait till that point. We often get children coming at 6 years old, and the big issue is they love playing soccer, they love playing basketball, they love playing all the other sports, but they're falling on their face 10 times more than other children, and they pick themselves up, but they keep going. But it becomes a concern for parents as they notice on the field their child's falling down far more frequently and hurting themselves compared to other children. Number 3, leaving tiptoe walking for too long means that you ultimately end up with secondary problems. So being on your toes all the time means that your calf muscles get short, it affects your knee joint, and then it affects your hip joint and all the way up to your back. So there are some adults who are always walking on their toes, they never touch the heel onto the ground. They will tell you they have knee pain, hip pain, back pain, and it's just something they put up with because they know nothing different all their lives. So don't let that happen to your child. Don't allow secondary problems happen when we can stop and prevent all that from happening as long as we get on top of tiptoe walking right from the start. To find out what we can do to help your child overcome tiptoe walking, what you need to do is to ring us here at My Favourite Physio. Speak to one of our expert pediatric physiotherapists. Find out the different strategies that would suit your child's situation. The number to ring is 02-9790-4233. And if you know somebody out there who has a little one who's on their toes walking all the time and tripping over themselves far more often than others on the sports field, why don't you like and share this video with them? Until next time, have a fabulous day. Bye.